Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Betway Wager to Win. We're going to Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Yep, to Maritzburg we go. This is being recorded on the Friday morning, and we look forward to Sunday's racing. Hope it's all been good for you so far the weekend. If you're watching this on Sunday, trust you've had a good one, and we look forward to the rest of the weekend. 069 164 3272 is our WhatsApp number, and we also on, of course, on Twitter, on the X platform, Wager to Win. And there's the QR code. If you're watching on DSTV 240, you can use your phone and snap away at that QR code to get straight into your Betway platform. Blue voucher through the month of January. We've been giving away money. Hopefully you'll be one of those beneficiaries. You just got to SMS your blue voucher or serial number to 31860. And who knows, you may well get a response sooner than you know it. Second race market, we're going to have a look at this 1200 that takes place. The first, that is the second, we're looking at the buypots where they've got this horse Best of All favourite. It's priced up at 12 to 10. Samanga Kumalo does ride for Gareth Van Zyl. They've got a pretty good strike rate. One Winter Blessing is at 33 to 10. 9 Green Tickets at 9 to 2. And number 8 Winter in London is at 13 to 2. I can tell you that in terms of the Highveld Storm, Jason Gates and Dom Zaki, they team up here. Dom Zaki saying that this horse is probably going to need the run priced up at 10 to 1. Good to see Dom Zaki back in the training ranks. Len Mayhew's on the line. Morning, Lenny. Are you bankering Best of All in the bipod?
Good morning, Clyde. Look, Clyde, the three runners that make the most appeal to me are the 1 Winter Blessing, 4 Best of All, and the 8 Winter in London. Winter Blessing, she's placed in her last 6 runs, and she's got the 2.5 kilogram sex allowance. In addition to that, she's got another 4 kilogram allowance for the apprentice allowance. So she's coming in with a nice galloping weight. Then you've got Best of All, who ran a good race first time out, and I'm sure he's going to improve on that. And then the 8 Winter in London, who needed his last run, and I'm sure he'll have improved since that run. So, you know, for the players that want to take more of a chance, they could probably bank a best of all in the bipod, but I've opted to go with all 3 of them in hopes of doubling up.
Fair enough. That's the safest play. Let's have a look at the bipod then in terms of what Len wants to do. It's 108 Rand per, and there is a banker in there which comes up in the next race, and that'll cost you 108 Rand. Okay, welcome back. Let's move on to our next race on the card now, race number 3. And firstly, take you through what the market looks like, where this horse from Cape Town is all the rage. Andy Fortune riding for Candice Bass. Number 7, Blue Steel, is at 12 to 10 on the Friday morning. 4 Eastern Highlands, 33 to 10. The 3 Dubai Dude is at 4 to 1. Number 5, Owner of Creation, is trading around 10s, and so is the 2 Task Force at 10 to 1. You can get 12 to 1 and better about the balance. I'd imagine based on current Cape Town form, Lenny, this also looks hard to beat. I know the Summer Stern form was pretty decent. There were quite a few winners from there with Summer Stern. There was Prairie Dawn won, and there was another winner from there back in the fast lane. So that Cape Town form seems pretty solid.
Absolutely, Clyde. Yes, I mean, he's making his KZN debut, and as you touched on, he ran behind Summer Stern and in the maidens. And Somerstone came out and won again, and he was just 2.5 lengths behind Prairie Dawn on that occasion. And as we saw on Wednesday, he came out and won effortlessly. So to me, he's a banker. The one slight concern is that he can be very strong in the race, but he's got the old pro Andrew Fortune on board, and I'm sure he can get him to relax. So for me, he's going to be a hard horse to beat.
Okay, and that's the running of the third. We're bankering number 7 on the card, Blue Steel. There's a trainer comment just so that you guys are aware. There's something come up for number 6, 13, 14. And trainer Dennis Bosch said was gelded and given a rest on the farm. Okay, let's move on, guys, to the 4th now. It's time for the pick 6. And number 8, Day 2's top of the boards is 19 to 10 on Friday morning. Gareth Van Zyl and Samanga Kumalo again. 5, Dead's Poet Society is 4 to 1 second favourite. 6 Window to My Soul, Serena Moodley for the Alison Wright stable. 4-1, maybe one to watch here. 10 Magic Hat Trick is at 11-2. And number 1 Peeping Tom is trading at 8-1. You can get 10-1 and better about the balance. I was just having a look at Window to My Soul, Lenny. I see the form's not too bad out of that last start. That horse, Salani Kakle, came out and I think it won again, didn't it? And the second horse, Intro, won. So it's not a bad form line thus far.
Yeah, yes, correct, Clyde. Look, with all due respect, it is a moderate field of maidens, and I've opted to go along with the top 2 in the betting. Window to My Soul, he's often disappointed, or he's flattered to deceive, but he may enjoy the longer trip, and I think he could run a good race, along with Day 2, who's also trying this ground for the first time, but the way he races suggests that he'll probably enjoy the longer trip. So I've taken a chance and just gone with the 2 of them here, 6 and 8.
Okay, Day 2, I think it's also, as you say, he's got to have a chance, not the strongest the field's about. Lenny putting up his pick 6s. Day 2 come from that Christmas Cactus form line. And the third horse come from there to one Strutting. So that'll help things up a little bit. 6 and 8 in the first leg of the pick 6. Okay, let's move on now to our next event on the card. Give you an update on the betting race number 5. Friday morning, number 3, La Madalena, and what does appear to be a tricky race, 33-10. 33-10 the field, actually. 8 Fine Wine, 33-10 Joint. 5 Xena Rose, 5-1. 1 Curious Girl, 6-1. 7-1, number 9 Hodgepodge. And then you can get 8-1 about the 7 Princess Palace. 8-1 too about the 2 Sasha's Dream, and 20-1 about everything else. Not an easy race. Tough. I see Keegan DeMello staying with Xena Rose. Maybe that's the one to beat, Lenny.
Yes, Clyde, it's a typical fillies and mares race. But the 8 horse Fine Wine, she took a while to get out of the maidens, but like her name suggests, like a good red wine, she's improving with age. She's going for 3 in a row, and with a handy galloping weight of only 53 kilos, she could well record a hat trick. Then, as the favourite La Madalena, she seems to have found her ideal distance now, and she should again be a big runner. But if you look past them, there are quite a number of others with chances, namely Curious Girl, Sasha's Dream, Xena Rose, Princess Palace, and even Hodgepodge. So I've put 7 horses within in the pick 6.
Yeah, it's not an easy race. It's one of those fillies and mares races, as Len's alluded to. And we're going all of 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 in this jackpot. The first leg by 1 and 7, by 2, 4, 5, by 1, 2, 3, 8. That pot works out to 168. Okay, guys, this is a C stakes. It's over 1950 meters. And here are the betting in the race to come. It looks as follows. Number 1, Master de Rouvray is top of the boards at 17-10 to win for the Mark Dixon stable. Keegan DeMello is riding, and it does look like the right one. I guess the danger is number 7, High Q. Sean Veal rode, or is currently riding, is priced up at 5-2 as the second favourite and is in very good form at the moment. 2 Spectacular, 7-2, and then you can get double figures about the other. So I guess Master de Rouvray, perhaps Lenny the right one, but one has got to respect number 7 High Q here. What are your thoughts?
100%, Clyde. I thought the race would be fought out between the 2 of them, Master de Rouvray and High Q. On their previous meeting on the poly track, Master de Rouvray has got High Q held by 3 lengths, but this is now on the turf, and there's a 2.5 kilogram swing in IQ's favour, so it should bring them a lot closer together. One has to take a chance somewhere, and I've opted to bank a Master de Rouvray in the pick 6 because of the cost of the perm, but in the jackpot I've put the 2 of them, 1 and 7. I see that Mr. Fixit is third favourite in the betting at 7-2, but not for me. It's possible it can happen, but he's been off for a year and he's coming back against fit horses, so it'll be a hell of an achievement if he can win in this race.
Yeah.
Then the other one is Spectacular, but I think Master de Rouvray will be the one to beat.
There is a comment from Laff. He says, the trainer, Paul Lafferty, says, rested. Probably need the run, Mr. Fixit. So you probably correct there, Lenny. Exact as we're boxing 1, 2 and 7. Okay, race number 7, the African Holly Stakes. It's over 1,100 metres. Should run about 3:05. Good race. Some very nice horses running here. Likes, of course, of William Robertson and King of the Gauls. And this horse, Cat's Pajamas, is now having his first run for the Nati Cotton stable. Let me bring you up to speed with how they're betting from Betway's perspective. Number 2, Cat Pajamas, 19 to 10 for Sunday morning. 5, William Robertson is at 22 to 10. 4, King of the Gauls at 3 to 1. And number 3, Chocolate Soldier, who's at 7 to 1. There was a comment, or is a comment, from the Spice stable regarding Chocolate Soldier, who was last seen in July. And he says it's working well and they're hoping for a good run. But I guess his stable companion is the course specialist, William Robertson, Len?
Clyde, I would imagine so. You know, he absolutely thrives at Scottsville and he looks like he's coming back to his best. So it's going to be an exciting race because you've got 3 decent sprinters in the race: William Robertson, King of the Gauls, and Cat's Pajamas. So I expect one of the 3 to win. If I had to side with anyone, I would side with the 5-horse William Robertson because he is such an honest soldier and as I said, he loves the Scottsville track.
Okay, well, let's have a look at it. It's a jackpot opportunity here. We're going 2, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 8 by field. And Len is going to be bankering the 1 right at the back of this jackpot, the 10th race. We're bankering number 1 on the card. And that is a horse called Rodriguez. Is a nice 14 to 1 shot in this jackpot. Cost you $168. Okay, move back on to our next race on the card. Welcome back. I just want to get into the market and have a look as to what they are forecasting with regards to this race. And Betway have got them priced up as follows. Number 8, Wild Justice, is trading at 22 to 10. Bling and Gareth team up. Had a nice card when we looked at this Friday morning, and they 22 to 10 to win here. 1, Circumbendus, is 33 to 10. 2, Major Tommy, is 7 to 2. Now, there has been a little bit of money for Garth Puller's horse here that Serena Moodley is riding, Major Tommy, so just make a note of that. Some early support. And number 3, Cowboy Country, is at 11 to 2 with a 6, Talk to the Master, who now runs for the Dominique Zaki stable, and that's at 11 to 2. They are betting double figures about everything else. Just with regard to Talk to the Master, Dom says will need the run. Okay, Lenny, what do you make of it? I see there's been a little bit of support for Puller's horse.
Clyde, yes, it's another hot field. I mean, you've got Circumbendibus, who's in great form at the moment. Major Tommy, very consistent. The 3-year-old Cowboy Country, that's on the up. And, of course, Wild Justice has won 3 out of 4. So, very exciting race. I would include all 4, but to try and choose the winner is not going to be easy. But I think one of the four will win.
Yeah, well, Wild Justice has won 3 of his 4 starts, so he does seem to be quite a nice sort at the end. Len's going with Wild Justice as the bank here with 1, 2, 3, and 9. That's the recommended play. Race 8. Okay, let's have a look now at race number 9 and bring you up to speed with the latest in terms of the market. It's a race where they bet 9 to 2 the field. And number 2, Light of Gabriel, is top of the boards at 9 to 2. Craig Zaki and Dean Kannemeyer, that team up. Joint with number 5, Winter Rainfall, Andrew Fortune for Candice Bass. They joint favourites. 13, Fascination, Mikhail Michel riding for Nady Kotzania, 13 to 2 on Friday morning. 9, Buttercup Baby is priced up at 7 to 1. So is the 11, Tara Star, at 7 to 1. And you get 8 to 1 about number 12, Sovereign Grant, at this point in time. And then 12s and better about the balance. 9 to 2 the field, Lenny. Tricky race, I guess. Quartets is the way to go. Or what are you going to do?
Yeah, Clyde, very tricky race. I could make a case for virtually the whole field. Um, if I had to choose one, though, I would side with Fascination, coming in with a nice lightweight of 51. She loves the course and distance. She's got Michaela Michelle on board, and I think she will run a good race. The other filly that I like is a filly called Sovereign Grant. But she hasn't won for quite a while, and she's giving away quite a bit of weight. But she's come back in trip, and I think they've got the blinkers on it on Sunday, so I expect her to run a good race. But in saying that, there's plenty others that can win. So as you can see, I've opted to go field in the pick six.
Yeah, I see you're going wide, and in our exactas we're boxing and maybe use it in the quartet all the same. It's a tricky race when they bet 9 to 2 the field like this. Go 2, 5, 9, 10, 12, 13 boxed. For that exacta, that'll cost you $60. Thanks, Len. We're looking forward to chatting to you again. Hope all goes well, and we'll catch up with you in the course of the week.